Hi, my name is Ashley Miller and I'm here to talk to y'all about breastfeeding. So I'm sure y'all have heard about breastfeeding, some of its benefits and whatnot. I want to ask you, what have you heard about breastfeeding? I'm sure you've heard that you lose weight with breastfeeding and that it's the most nutritious milk that your baby could ever possibly get, and that it's a bonding relationship between you and your baby. Well, first off, all of those are true, and the first part of the breast milk is called your colostrum. Now, the colostrum is the most important milk for your baby to ever receive from mom. It has all the vitamins, all the nutrients, all the minerals, all of everything that the baby needs in the first 3 days of baby's life. This milk is so rich in everything you can possibly imagine. Now, as you continue to breastfeed, your breast milk grows with your baby's development, and the things that your milk will provide will be from your baby as well. The vitamins and the nutrients and the minerals and things will change throughout your baby's lifetime, because as your baby grows, your milk will adjust to what your baby's needs are. It's pretty cool. And if your baby is sick, your milk automatically detects that and starts to make more antibodies, so that way your baby can fight off any kind of infection that it has. So that's pretty cool about the breast milk. One thing that I did a good study on was about breast milk and heart murmurs. I used to work for WIC, and I had a patient whose baby had a heart murmur, and her doctor told her that supplementing with formula was way better than the breast milk. Well, from what I had researched, that the breast milk actually was better for the baby's heart murmur than the formula, but at times it was both easier for the breast milk and for the formula to help with the heart murmur. And what the breast milk did was to help with this heart murmur heal. The antibodies in the breast milk will help heal this heart murmur in this baby. Pretty cool study. Another thing is that not only does the breast milk help with development, with nurturing your child, but it's also a bonding experience that you and your baby get to share with each other. Your baby will start to cry, and the only person that it wants is you, the mother. And that's a pretty amazing feeling for the mother, because you just had this baby, you kind of really don't feel wanted, and then your baby is there, and your baby makes you feel wanted. So breast milk overall helps with those kinds of things. And also by breastfeeding, it helps with depression. Mothers who go through like postpartum depression, things like that, it helps the mother cope with those kinds of things. I had a mother who was breastfeeding her baby, and she told me, she said, I don't feel well. And I told her, I said, you need to talk to your doctor, and also just keep breastfeeding, because breastfeeding, if anything, helps with getting the mother out of the depression. I as well went through a little bit of postpartum depression with my second baby, and it wasn't fun, but I do believe that the more I breastfed her, the more bonding we had with each other, the better I felt about myself, my baby, and my family. So it also helps with things like that. And so not only does it just nurture your baby, but it also aids in other situations as well. And as far as losing the weight, it's genetic play. Like, everything is genetic play. You always have to take genetics into consideration when breastfeeding and trying to lose off the baby weight. Nutrition, that's also genetics as well. Make sure your nutrition is good. I mean, eat like you did when you were pregnant. Do the things that you did when you were pregnant. That's how I always teach my mothers. Education. Educating yourself in breastfeeding. Educate yourself in formula. Education is a big key in anything. Breastfeeding, you name it. Education. Just educate yourself. Educate what the benefits are for breastfeeding. Educate yourself on what the benefits of formula. There are differences between breastfeeding and formula. Formula is man-made. It can't aid in certain things as the breast milk does. When the baby is first born, the breast milk automatically coats the esophagus and the stomach lining. Formula can't do that for your infant. So just research and learn and educate yourself on breastfeeding if you're interested in breastfeeding. Now, I understand some of us can't breastfeed, some of us tried and failed or felt like we failed, but trust me, you never fail when you've tried to breastfeed. As long as you tried, that's an accomplishment, for me anyways. Trying is just a huge accomplishment any mother can do. And fathers, supporting the mother and breastfeeding, educate yourself so you can educate the mother. Educate people around you. Say, hey, this is the best milk for baby. This is what we want to do for our infant. This is how we want to, make our kids stronger. This is, stand up for yourself. And, dad is a really good person to help mom stand up for herself in the breastfeeding world. Breastfeeding is trying to become normal, and it's okay. It's okay to breastfeed. Breastfeeding mothers don't look down on people who decide to formula feed their babies. As long as your baby is getting fed, it should not matter how you feed your infant. As long as that baby is loved, cared for, and getting the nutrients that it needs, who cares how you feed your baby? It's all up to the mother, the father, on how they want to feed their infant, not the world around you, those individuals. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed.